Just in this last week, the actors have had their first opportunity to work in the space in Sparky Dawg. It's always a luxury to be able to do rehearsals in the actual space. For one, the actor really needs to know how much energy is required of himself or herself to be able to fill the room. The actor has to fill the space that is given to him or her.
It feels good to be around the space because we actually get time to really get used to the space, the sound and the acoustics of the space, and it helps. It's small, which is good because that's what we need in order to really get that constriction and that claustrophobicness of the play. And I think that's the energy that we feel as well, that the space gives us this feeling and then we impart that into the audience. So not only do the audience feel, understand and know what we are doing, but they also feel what we feel. Yeah. And I think that's the energy that we can give and that the space gives to us.
Yeah. Remember we talked about how there's an actor version of the play and a storyteller version of the play. I think now the differences between the two performances are a lot more acute and a lot more distinct than maybe what I originally intended. Tarrant's visual score benefits the actor version, whereas with the storyteller version we've gone to town with it and stripped it bare so that what you really get is Tanya and her sharing of the story primarily.
As an actor, every character that's on stage, you want to show this character the feelings, you want to get the audience to connect with you, understand with you, whereas as a storyteller, it's more grounded. She doesn't have to do much, but it says a lot.
The interpretation of the script, the way he says some lines, I'm just like, oh my god, wait, have I been saying it wrong too? It's completely different the way he interprets the script, how I interpret the script.
It's like it may be the same line,
yeah, but the way we deliver it is completely different.
For me, an evening at the theatre has to be an opportunity where you see yourself on stage. And in the way that I piece music together and lights together and projection together and all of these different elements, I'm looking for ways to make the piece more accessible.
We're running bare bones, almost pure black box. They've got a chair and that's all they're getting. We've conceptualized a set which allows us to do projection onto it. After I interpret the script, I just got a whole bunch of acrylics and I just splattered them onto the paper, as you can see. There's a very cool tone and then suddenly it cuts into these reds and yellows into bronze colors. You channel the character a little bit. She is real, she's real because the character can't decide which is right and which is wrong. But basically what's going to happen is that my score will be projected onto the top, and that's why it's got this angle to it.
On Monday, we move into the theatre. That handles our set construction, our lighting rigs, our lighting focus, our lighting plots. Same thing for sound. We also take the actors through what is called a slow tech, taking them through light changes and sound changes. That culminates with the dress rehearsal on Wednesday night. Basically, a proper as-per-performance run of the play in its full regalia as a performance is put in front of an audience.
What's really important for me is to get focused, very, very focused. Get into costume and then just focus.
Let the character come, take over, and then start walking around as the character, feeling the character, being in that space, knowing where I am, what I've gone through, what I'm going to do next, all those questions slowly running into my head until you sit, stand by, and it's go time.
For a play called Adult Child, Dead Child, that sounds really morbid and really depressing. The play actually it ends happily, it ends optimistically, it ends hopefully. But for me, I feel that, the time that you spend in the theatre, that time should engage you, that time should cause you to think differently about things, if that is what is required. But for me, I'm truly very biased because I cannot think of any other more exciting thing to do than go and watch actors who are putting in talent and skill and effort into putting on something that will hopefully change your life.